Howdy folks, Ted the Ranger Irvin here, bringing you back to the world of APF wrestling. I hope you're ready, Miss Butterfly.
Hi folks, good to be here.
This is episode 24 of American Podcast Federation. Bring you the finals of the tag team tournament as the Bryans make their way down to the ring right now. They beat Pretty Ugly in last episode of Kevin Journey and Osiris, which they will have a tables match later on this episode. And the Bryans making their way down the ring right now, which they beat the Italian Connection in a cage match, which Miss Butterfly put was a steal.
Like the cages that they were in.
Two unlikely teams to make it to the finals of this tag team tournament. I would have predicted the Italian Connection and Pretty Ugly, which they lost in the semifinals to these two teams.
Sometimes the most unpredictable teams are the best.
Yes, they are. Ref showing the tag team belts in the ring. Signals for the bell. And Brian Courageous clotheslines Ryan Baines in the middle of the ring. And attacking Ryan Baines to start off this match. And a neck breaker. The Bryans must really want this title shot. The titles. Oh, Ryan Baines, single leg takedown, double leg knee drop to Courageous, and a Vulcan death grip applied to Courageous, slamming him down. Forearm. Stomping the knee of Courageous. Dragging him to the ropes. Clapping goes Stevens. And a forearm to Courageous. Stomping the chest of Courageous. I misspoke. Ryan Baines now. Courageous now. Knee to the midsection of Ryan Baines after a quick work on Courageous. Or half island crab applied to Ryan Baines. And lunging up in another midsection to Ryan Baines. And stomping the back.
Both teams starting out fairly strong here, Ted.
Yes, they are. And Stevens still just clapping on the outside of the ring. And Ryan Baines putting the shoulder into the knee of Courageous and tagging in Matt Boyd. Sidewalk slam to Matt Boyd. Forearm to the back of Boyd. And Stevens now in this matchup. And a sidewalk slam to Stevens. Forearms. And a clothesline to Stevens. Matt Boyd in control of this matchup and a boot to the face of Stevens in the corner of the Bryans. Stevens on the shoulders of flapjack slam to Stevens. Stomping the back of Stevens. Forearms. Irish whipping him midsection. Knee to the midsection of Stevens.
Almost hoping that Courageous wouldn't have tapped out at this point.
He had more offense than Stevens has so far. Belly to belly to Stevens. Matt Boyd goes for the pinfall. A kick at it too. And a knee to the back of Stevens as he tries to get up. The Bryans might need Brian Zane to be their manager of the Bryans, and a leg drop to the shoulder of Stevens. And a camel clutch applied to Stevens, and he's trying to get out of it. Gets out of it. But a forearm to Stevens as he gets up. And Ryan Baines tags in. And a sidewalk slam to the knee. Ryan Baines gets in. And Stevens now with a camel clutch. Ryan Baines gets out of it quickly. Gets to the ropes. And Ryan Baines, quick forearm, goes to Courageous. Tags himself back in. Stare down. Irish whipping Ryan Baines over the top rope. Ryan Baines punches Courageous. Gets back in. Slamming Courageous in the middle of the ring. Tagging back in Matt Boyd.
They're really using their tags this time.
This is a tag team championship match we have going on. And a forearm after the Irish whip to Matt Boyd. Lifting up Matt Boyd. Torture rack applied to Matt Boyd. Slamming his hand down. Electric chair slam. And kicking the chest of Matt Boyd. And kicking the hamstring. Sit out powerbomb to Matt Boyd. Courageous now in control. I would say Courageous wants this match more than Stevens does, as he has some more offense in this matchup.
Second that notion, Ted.
The team of Matt Boyd and Ryan Baines have been more of a team than the Bryans have.
Good.
And Courageous going back to Stevens, tagging him in. Hopefully Stevens now welcomes him with a forearm. Matt Boyd in control over Stevens.
Stevens needs a nap.
And Stevens on the top rope. Matt Boyd suplexing him from the top rope. Putting him into an organ. And goes for the pinfall. Almost a 3 count.
It's almost like Stevens isn't trying anymore.
What would happen if the Bryans win this? And a tag by Ryan Baines into this match. And a slap to the chest and an elbow to the side of the head of Stevens. Putting Stevens on the top rope. For a belly to belly off the top rope from Ryan Baines. And the bow and arrow applied to Stevens. And stomping the face. Kicking the back. Stomping. Putting punishment onto Stevens. Lifting him up. Irish whipping him into the turnbuckle.
Stevens is just taking it at this point.
He just getting the shoulder into the ring post. As Miss Butterfly put out, just taking it. And the knee to the throat on the bottom turnbuckle. And Ryan Baines dragging him to the pinfall attempt. Courageous coming in. Breaking it up. Matt Boyd with the zigzag to Courageous. And Stevens finally with the slam of his own. And Matt Boyd throwing Courageous out. Stomping on the elbow of Ryan Baines now. Some offense by Stevens. And a flapjack slam to Ryan Baines. You might think Stevens might have been playing possum. Courageous now in the match. And Ryan Baines now. Low blow to Courageous as the ref is looking the other way. And a tag to Matt Boyd. Irish whipping him into the turnbuckle. Putting Courageous on the top turnbuckle. What does Matt Boyd have in store? The ref telling him to get down. A superplex from the top rope. And Matt Boyd on the goes for the pinfall. Almost a 3 count. Courageous kicking out from the superplex from the top rope. And some punches to Courageous' head. Matt Boyd with the leg drop to the throat of Courageous. Tossing Courageous over the top rope, but he holds on. Gets back in. And Courageous now clotheslines Matt Boyd. And Courageous now in control. With the sit out on the knee of Matt Boyd. And working on the knee now of Matt Boyd. Irish whipping him into the turnbuckle. Snake eyes to Matt Boyd. And galloping over to Stevens. I think that's a poor decision. Elbow to Matt Boyd. Proving us a little bit wrong for now. As Stevens is in control and going for a suplex off the second rope to Matt Boyd.
I was starting to think Stevens was just lazy.
He just Rocky Balboa's and coming out of nowhere. And tagging in Courageous. And Matt Boyd trying to get to Ryan Baines, but Courageous with an Alabama slam to Matt Boyd. And dragging him to the center of the ring. Goes for the pinfall. And Ryan Baines breaks up the pinfall. And Matt Boyd, Anaconda, or bookend Anaconda to Courageous. Can Courageous get to the bottom rope? Gets to the bottom rope. An elbow to the back of Courageous. And tries to get Ryan Baines, but Courageous pulls him back and slams him to the ground. Goes for the Island Crab. Can Matt Boyd get to the bottom rope of the Island Crab? And finally gets out of the Island Crab. Courageous shoulder attack. Attacking the back of Matt Boyd. Matt Boyd getting out of the crossface. The neck breaker to Matt Boyd and Ryan Baines finally getting in this matchup. An elbow to Courageous. Rolling him over. Knee to the back of Courageous. Lifting him up. Irish whipping him into the turnbuckle. Shoulder into the ring post.
See, it's not looking good for the Bryans right now.
Attacking the knee. Can Ryan Baines set up for the Trident Spear and win this? Dragging Courageous to the center of the ring. Looks like running knee to the forehead of Courageous. And Ryan Baines in the corner. Looks like he's setting it up. Nope. Stopping the mid back of Courageous a little bit more. Might be going for the pinfall. Instead, and Matt Boyd getting in the Courageous, kicking out. Fireman's carry to Stevens. All men in the ring. And a Trident Spear to Courageous. Goes for the pinfall. And Matt Boyd and Ryan Baines, former prestigious champions, the first ever tag team champions.
I'd say they wanted it more than the Bryans, at least.
They did.
More than Stevens.
Hopefully they get intact with Brian Zane, the manager. For now, Matt Boyd and Ryan Baines, the first ever APF Tag Team Champions. And now a grudge match between Kevin Journey and Osiris as Kevin Journey makes his way down the ring, blaming Osiris as why he did not get into the finals of the tag team tournament. Miss Butterfly with the sigh does not agree with Kevin Journey at all on that statement.
It's just a men thing. They need to hold themselves accountable.
But Kevin Journey did not get pinned in that match. Osiris did.
But it's a team effort.
It is. He should have broken up the pinfall. It should have been Kevin Journey. But Kevin Journey believes Osiris
You win as a team.
is the reason why he is not. Was not in the finals. And Osiris now making his way down the ring now. The cult leader. First man to go through a table will lose in this matchup. APF wanted a table match for this grudge match.
How odd.
It is. But APF is all about action.
Just had some extra tables lying around, maybe.
Kevin Journey, Osiris in the ring. Bell rings. No ref at all in this matchup. Osiris, Kevin Journey, single leg takedown, leg sweep to Osiris. Uppercut to Kevin Journey as he gets up. Osiris now suplexing Kevin Journey in the middle of the ring. The table already set up on the outside of the ring. I'm not sure if that is the table they have to go through. Hopefully not through our table. This is an expensive table. Would not be fun. Suplex to Kevin Journey. And a stomp to the chest of Kevin Journey. Lifting him up. Irish whipping him over the top rope. And forearm to Kevin Journey. Landing near another table. And a forearm to Kevin Journey. Irish whipping him into the side of the ring. And Kevin Journey bouncing back up. Uppercut to Kevin Journey. Osiris proving he was not the weak link in that match. Uppercut. Just Ryan Baines and Matt Boyd were just a better tag team than Pretty Scary, as they proved to be the first tag team champions of American Podcast Federation. And Osiris lifting up in the midsection. Uppercut to Kevin Journey. Throwing Kevin Journey back in the ring. Elbow to the throat of Kevin Journey on the side of the ring. And Osiris now going to the other side of the ring and grabbing the table that was already set up and throwing it into the ring. And Osiris getting a knee to the head and a clothesline to Kevin Journey. And Kevin Journey pointing to his head. And Osiris now lifting up Kevin Journey. No one called a doctor. Yet. And a table to the midsection of Kevin Journey. And Kevin Journey taking the table from Osiris and slamming it in Osiris' face. And Kevin Journey going to the second rope and diving off and hitting Osiris in the chest. And both men getting up slowly. And a scoop slam to Osiris. And Kevin Journey lifting it up. And attacking Osiris in the back. And putting it in the Irish whipping him in the table which he set up. Powerbombing him, missing the table. Barely going through it. And Kevin Journey now just assaulting Osiris with the table. Keeps throwing it down but picking it up and continuously assaulting Osiris in this matchup. Like a 5-year-old.
I think this is more or less of a win-lose match than it is to prove.
And Osiris now taking the table from Kevin Journey. And Kevin Journey taking it back from Osiris. Who will get the advantage? As in Osiris now with the table. And Kevin Journey with the elbow to Osiris, knocking him down. And Kevin Journey setting it back up in the turnbuckle. And a knee to the back of Osiris. Osiris getting up slowly. Hip hop anonymous slam to Osiris. Irish whipping him into the table. Doesn't break. Spear through the table to Osiris, and Kevin Journey wins this matchup.
I was really voting for Osiris there.
Kevin Journey proving he is the prestigious one in American Podcast Federation. In the main event of American Podcast Federation from Studio 1615 is a ladder match for the first ever Anarchy title, with Sergeant Phoenix making her way down the ring right now. In the military. Just skipping around the ring right now. Joyous to be here in American Podcast Federation for the Women's Anarchy Championship match. And Erin Roulette making her way down the ring to face off against Sergeant Phoenix. Erin Roulette, Sergeant Phoenix squaring off. And the bell rings. Sergeant Slaughter has Erin Roulette in a headlock and a bulldog. Phoenix going out to grab a ladder under the ring, as there's two already set up on the outside of the ring. And Erin Roulette grabs the ladder that Sergeant Phoenix already grabbed, assaulting her with it. I don't know if that was a wise decision by Phoenix at all. Oh, and quickly moving Sergeant Phoenix against Erin Roulette. And an upper and a forearm to Roulette. And a bench press slam. Slamming Roulette head into the mat. Dragging Roulette. Slamming her in the face first in the middle of the ring. And Roulette getting up after a nasty, and a suplex to Roulette. Pulling on the arm with the shoulder of Roulette. Stomping, fist first, elbow to the back of Phoenix. Single leg drag to Phoenix, and stomping the back of Phoenix. This Anarchy Championship means a lot to these two women. Bulldog to Phoenix.
Definitely fueled by some sort of fire.
Slamming the head of Phoenix down now. Irish whipping Phoenix into the turnbuckle, and slowly Roulette puts Phoenix on the top turnbuckle. And an arm drag from the second rope. And stomping the back of Phoenix. And a forearm to Phoenix. No one has yet put a ladder up for this title, which means a lot to the slamming the head of Roulette on the mat. And stomping the chest of Roulette. And Roulette getting up, and Phoenix slamming her back down to the mat. Midsection kick, and picking Roulette back up. The snapmare to Roulette. Elbows to the head of Roulette. Elbow or leg drop to Erin Roulette. Kicking the thigh of Roulette now. And Sergeant Phoenix now in control as she Irish whips Phoenix in the turnbuckle. And working the knee to prevent Roulette from climbing the ladder. And midsection kicks. And picking up Roulette. And Roulette Irish whipping Sergeant into the turnbuckle. And a midsection kick. And stopping and putting the boot to the throat of Phoenix.
Both women are eager to win this match.
They are. And Phoenix getting a ladder to the face is Erin Roulette with the ladder and assaulting the Sergeant. Sergeant with a leg 360 move to Roulette and midsection kick, and Roulette with an uppercut to Sergeant, and an elbow, a spinning elbow to Sergeant, and elbows to the head of Phoenix, and Roulette now with the ladder. No one is yet to use it. Oh, she's setting it up to grab the belt, now climbing it up, but Phoenix attacking Roulette on the back.
She was so close.
And Roulette falls down inches away from the belt. And Roulette Irish whipping Sergeant over the top rope. Doesn't make sure she goes. Roulette almost to the top rope. But Sergeant quickly attacking Roulette. And Roulette getting Irish whipped over the top rope. And Sergeant moving the ladder, apparently for no reason. Elbow, drop to Sergeant, and a spine buster to Sergeant. And Roulette now in control of this match. Irish whipping Sergeant over the top rope again. Attacks her with the ladder. But Sergeant is in the ring. Looks at her, goes up the ladder, slips, and goes for the Anarchy title. Can she get it? Clasp it. And Aaron Roulette gets the Anarchy Championship.
That was a rough match.
That was a beautiful match. Aaron Roulette on the top of the ladder with the belt. Celebrating Aaron Roulette, our Anarchy Champion of American Podcast Federation. My name is Ted the Ranger Irvin. This, Miss Butterfly. Any final words?
Nope.
Just like last episode, we send you off